Says, hi, I'm Joe from South Korea, and I've learned 3D since 2022. I currently am working in a small studio. That's nice. They produce some small media contents by using Unreal Engine, and my current role is level design in Unreal Engine and sometimes a small props modeling in Maya. My main goal is 3D journalism, but this is a very long journey, and for that, I want to be a 3D modeler. I don't mind character artists or prop artists. I like modeling. In-game industry, which is very hard to get the job, as you always say. It's now in a crisis. Yeah. It's getting a little bit better, but I might explain a little bit later what's going on there as well. So let's take a look. I mean, Joe, one thing that I can say is if you're already working, you're already on the other side, okay? Because there's a lot of people that are still looking for that kind of opportunity. So even if it takes a couple of more months or a couple more years, as long as you can hold the job, continue doing products so that you can get a nice portfolio, like that's already being on the good side of the industry. Okay, I mean, it's a simple telephone booth. Not super complex. I like the detail on the texture. Wireframe looks fine. This one I would probably take out, my friend. Okay, and mainly because here's the thing, guys. I've mentioned this before. Whenever you're doing a fan art, in this case Frostmourne, right, you will always be compared to the original one, unless you can do the same job, like the same quality job, or you can do something better. It might be counterproductive for you to try to do a fan art of a famous weapon, because again, I see this, I remember Frostmourne from the game. This does not look like Frostmourne. It doesn't look bad, like I could definitely see this in the game, but it's just not Frostmourne, right? So it's not gonna be as impactful. However, I see this one right here that I have not seen. It might be a famous sword from a game or something. I haven't seen this one, but it looks very cool. It's like, oh, this is interesting. Now, top tip here, or pro tip, never start your like thing with this right here. Always start with your big shot. So in this case, your big shot is this one right here, or it might be even this one right here. I've done other presentations where I have like multiple views of the sword in the same like screen, and it looks nice, like this, but with rendered. So you might want to try that, man, because this is not a bad sword. It does look a little bit lumpy again, like it, but again, I've seen this sort of stuff in games, so it's not bad. I like that one. I feel like that's a cool one. This little stylized goblin. Let's see. Oh, we have a marmoset viewer here. Perfect. Okay, marmoset viewers are really good, but they can also backfire a little bit because they allow people to really check your stuff. And the thing that I always go for is topology. I want to see how you optimize your topology. Not bad. I feel like no, you're fine. I was gonna say you might be missing some specific animation loops, but no, it's fine. I do feel like you're going a little bit dense in certain areas. Like for instance, this side view right here could be simplified a little bit more. But this is not bad. I like it. And then another map that I like to check is the normal maps. What I look for in this one is that we don't have really intense shading issues. So normal maps that were too far away from certain areas. Yeah, so this is a cool character, man. I like it. I do feel like we could improve the textures a little bit. Everything looks very plasticky, especially the metal. The metal looks like it's made out of rubber. Like everything looks like it's made out of rubber. So you might wanna check that. There we go. I was gonna say, do we have more views? So this is like a post view. Yeah, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. Oh, I love this. This is something very easy, guys, that you can do. Like once you have a character, one of the best things you can do is use Mixamo or AccuRig or any of the frees or like any of the free like rigging things to test it out. Check how it moves, check how it deforms, check and see if it's working nice. And in this case, it is. So that's good. Oh, you sculpted this in Blender? That's impressive. Cool. Yeah, another cool model. From what I can see, man, I'm just gonna look at a couple more here. Very quickly gonna look at this. From what I can see, you might want to start doing some more complex things. Remember, on the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that some people might need to work on one like super kick-ass asset, and some people might need to work on multiple like cool assets. Well, in your case, I think you're in the level where you should be working on a super kick-ass asset. Some anatomy issues, some muscles are not like deforming, right? Like the tricep there needs more work. Same for the face, a little bit more form. You might want to check the Oni course as well. I think that one could help you because again, I feel like some of your forms are looking a little bit lumpy. Let's see. Solid Mango says, are triangles on hand okay? Yes, they're fine as long as they're in a part or in a place where they are not gonna be affecting the deformation. No, it's not necessary that you need to create lore about the fan art, my friend. It's just that, again, like if I look for, I don't know, Joker 3D model, right? Everyone knows the Joker. Everyone has seen all of the multiple Joker things. So people will try to do their own versions of the Joker. Some of them will be really good, like this one right here. That's a good sculpt. So if you can do this sort of like detail, this sort of level, go for it. I don't mind. But the problem is a lot of people, and again, I'm not trying to be mean about this, but a lot of people will do things that are subpar in terms of quality, right? And they're gonna do things like this one right here. It's like, how? I mean, I know what you were going for, but it's not really hitting the mark, right? So it's gonna be more difficult for people to see your stuff positively if they have a lot of mental sort of like reference on how it should look. Okay, let's go for the next one. So that was Joe.